Oh my.
No, God! No! Oh man, every single time we have an opportunity to climb up the table, it seems like we just don't want to do it properly. Every time second position tries to date us and have a conversation with us, we leave second position unread. Today, Manchester United had the opportunity. Every time I look at the table, I'm like, look at what could have been. And I kind of categorize this as a missed opportunity, but also at the same time, I know that we were facing defeat. That's why it's so conflicting, and I'm wondering, why are we in this position right now? Who is the person who should take the blame? Some people are blaming Ruben Amorim. Some people are blaming Delict. Some people are praising Delict. Some people are praising Amorim. So I want to know where you stand, especially with regards to all these players that started and the manager. Who do you blame? Some people blame Richarlison's celebration. They say every time Richarlison takes his shirt off, he jinxes Spurs. That happened versus Liverpool. Took his shirt off, celebrated like he just won the Champions League final. At least in that game, they went on to lose it. But in this game, he celebrated. I think he was trying to cry. Did you guys see Richarlison trying to cry? But anyway, some people blame Richarlison for the fact that Man United came back. I want to know what you think about these players, especially the starters. And I want to welcome you to the show. Big up yourself if you're just joining in. Shout out to Lou Man in the building, Danny Will, the doctor in the building. Who are you blaming? Lou Man says the shirt removal is better than the pigeon death. The shirt removal is annoying. It's like he has like low emotional IQ or something. I don't know what's wrong, what's going on with Richarlison. Doctor says I blame you. What? Nah, rather blame Richarlison, doctor. How how, do there's some people that blame Dallo. Big up to AI in the building, says the Dallo factor. He blames the Dallo factor. Shout out to you, AI. I believe it's my first time seeing you, but big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Remember to hit the like button, by the way. But you blame Dallo. Who do you blame? Lumen says I blame Papi and Amorim and also slightly blames Lumen is trolling. But I want to know who you blame. Shout out to Danny B. Thank you. Much love and respect to you. I hope that you're enjoying your Saturday in spite of the draw today. But a couple of thoughts before we get into the players. See, for me, our first half was perfect. Matter of fact, up until the 53rd minute, Spurs did not even lay a glove. Matter of fact, they were not even wearing gloves. We didn't let them wear gloves. Lamens could have had a cup of coffee, and slid on some Instagram DMs. He literally could have been on TikTok. He could have done anything. I would have been on in the goal and we would have had a clean sheet. But then from there, after the 53rd minute, some people blame Casemiro's fatigue. They say Uncle gets tired after an hour. And then all of a sudden, the team starts falling apart. And to some extent, I kind of hear that, because we have to give, first of all, Casemiro the respect, the flowers, because a lot of people have called him out in this community saying, Unk is finished. Unk shouldn't be playing football. Unk, leave the game before the game leaves you. Yeah. Well, soon as Casemiro leaves Manchester United squad, the team starts crumbling and we don't have the defensive presence that we just the cohesion. So I'm curious who you blame, what you think about this, and what grade would you give some of these players. I'm going to just quickly do this myself, and then so that I can take a few calls because I'm at work right now. This is why I am doing this gorilla stream at this moment. So here we go. We always do this after every match. Talk about every player that started and give them a performance grade. So this is where things stood last game. So I'm just gonna just move everybody to the right and just leave Casemiro, the player in question. Um, we're gonna talk about Casemiro first. And for me, he's a very strong B. Casemiro is a very strong B. Matter of fact, he should be a B plus. Let's be real. You know, he should be. If we had won this game, Casemiro would be getting a higher grading. And that sucks because this is supposed to be an individual rating conversation. And let's be real, it's happening time and time again. I think we're getting, if it happens once, you're like, maybe there could be other factors. But this is the second time Casemiro comes off the pitch, and then we just, start to be fragile and be not as menacing and not be as solid. So even though he had a few misplaced passes in the midfield, Casemiro for me is a very strong B. I'm just gonna leave him there. All right. Let's go to Ahmad. Ahmad Diallo, is interesting because now we've always had this conversation that he's being wasted at right wing back, but today he had the opportunity to be one of the tens, one of the attackers, and we got to give him. He started the game as one of the tens, right? I think later on he ended up switching after Mazraoui left, but Ahmad Diallo, we have to give him the flowers for the fact that that goal was made in Africa. And he was one of the curators of that goal. For that reason, I want to give Ahmad Diallo his respect. And by giving him his respect, I think he shall get a grade that is just, it's also a B, but it's just below Casemiro's B. It's not the same type of B like Casemiro's B. I want to know what you think. B says Rep Up. B plus for Casemiro, and then B for Ahmad Diallo. I see you. Everyone gets a D except Mbuemo, and Ahmad says we deserve better. Interesting system you got right there. We deserve better. So everybody gets a D. You're gonna give Lamans a D? Interesting. Prepare for the shit show when that goal that was manufactured in Africa. What are we gonna do when the Africans go back? Man, this is the first time in Europe we're gonna be like, can we keep the Africans in here? We don't want them to go back to that continent. Anyway, all right, let's keep it moving. That's Ahmad Diallo. Let's talk about Luke the Shaw. Luke the Shaw. Luke the Shaw is interesting one to judge because here's the thing. There was moments where he came into midfield. There was moments where he was on the left wing position, which I'm been dying to see this part of Luke Shaw ever since he's been coming back into full fitness and not being fragile. But he still can't produce that moment of magic that we need. You know how Van de Ven saved Spurs versus Copenhagen on Tuesday? Luke Shaw, I believe he can be that type of player. Sometimes, like I've seen flashes of those moments where he carries the ball and when he's really offensively in the game. Because defensively, he was all right, but offensively, I didn't see much. So for that reason, I think I just leave him where I just put him right there. C. It's a C minus, but it's a C. It's a C. Luke gets a B. Eddie,
What are you saying, man? What are you?
a B for what? For Bozo? Nah. I need you to come explain yourself. Okay, let me rush through these players. All right. Let's see. Let's go to Delict, the hero and zero of the game. Delict is too difficult. Oh God. See, if he didn't let Matthias Tell turn him, he'd be a big hero. But I want to give him his flowers because he's been called up. Ronald Koeman finally stopped going to the coffee shops. He's called up Delict to the national squad, right? And there's a little bit of like this confidence aura that he has, and I think this goal is going to serve him well going into the this international break. But he definitely made a mistake that put us in this predicament as well. Letting Tell spin you like that, fam, is criminal. That's why I won't think it's a B. I think he's here between C and B, somewhere between C and B. It's a C plus, right? Because he was the hero and the guy that also put us. It's not only his fault, by the way, but it's such a difficult one to judge, in my opinion. I want to know what you think. Kenny says Ahmad lost the ball there. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go to Bruno Fernandes. Should we go to Bruno Fernandes? Bruno. Where are you? There he is. Bruno Fernandes. Another difficult one. If it wasn't for the assist, man would be in a D for me. I don't know where you think, but for me it would be a D. If it wasn't the fact that he sent in the corner kick, and finally he had two horrible free kick set piece deliveries. One that couldn't beat the near post earlier on. There was also a free kick that just didn't beat the first man, and I think probably there's even more, but I remember two specific ones. So that's why Bruno Fernandes for me was gonna get a D. So I'm just gonna leave him here. It's a D that kind of touches the C, just a little bit, just a little on C, if you get what I'm saying. So not on the lips though. Like like the French people, like the corner of the lip. Okay, all right. Let's stay serious. All right. What about Benjamin Sheshko? Two wasted opportunities, and then he's injured. Brother, you know better than Bruno. I think I'll Haaland gets more than two opportunities per game. So I'm gonna leave Sheshko here between C and D. Okay. That's my take on him. You disagree? I want to know why. I want to know if you can put your disagreement, your grade on Sheshko in the chat as well. That would be much appreciated. Let's go to yeah, I mean, because they weren't like full chances, but they were like half chances, the ones that Cisco missed. So that's why I have a little bit of like sympathy for him, if you get what I'm saying. Okay. Shall we talk about let's go back to the defense. Let's go back to the defense and talk about Maggie Soup, Sir Himothy. He put in a good performance for me today. Made some really good interceptions. I specifically want to shout him out for. You remember that moment that I was actually offside, but he stretches, and I think that was in the first half, and that's probably the moment that did his hamstring, and he didn't really feel it until after the second half. But Harry Maguire for me was good. I think it's a solid C. No questions asked for me. All right, let's go to Mazraoui, who was on right wing back and was good defensively, but offensively, like he had a few moments where he got into some opportunities that were kind of promising, but really didn't look to be any offensive threat. So I'm going to give him a C that's touching D. That's my feeling on Mazraoui. If you got a different one, you know, um, I want to hear it. But I'm wondering why he was subbed off when you know what I mean? When I think like we could have done something different with our substitutions, but we'll get to Amorim in a moment. Mazraoui, I'm gonna leave him there. Let's go to the next player, which is Kobe Mano. Was not even there. Jack Fletcher is the one that that took his position in the match day squad. Let's talk about Cunha. Mr. Dribbling Cunha. He got a yellow card at the start of the second half. Didn't really, as I called him out in the watch along and said in the first half he was the weaker of the front three for me. So that's why I'm gonna say probably not his best game. I'll leave it at a C minus area in my opinion. Cunha gets a D from Repa. D. I think it's a C. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Wrap up is right. Wrap up is right. If it like what else did he do? I can't even some players, if you did something, it should just be able to just pop in my memory like that, you know? Especially when we just watched the game today. So I'm gonna leave Cunha at a D. I agree with what Wrap Up just said about him. Manuel Ugarte, who came in as a sub, Lenny Euro came in as a sub. Let's talk about also Mason Mount came in as a sub. Brian Mbumo started. Brian Mbumo, probably the more lively of the attackers. And it's by no coincidence that some people say he is saving Amorim's job, saving Amorim's system. And I want to give him this flowers for opening the first goal of the game and we're like, you know, it was an unlikely. It was a nice header, really nice, solid header. So Boomer for me, he's in this area here. B, that's kind of touching C a little bit. That's my feeling on Boomer. Uh, yeah, C plus. Okay, I'm on the B minus side of the fence. Wrap up is on the C plus. Okay. Um, Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think that valuation is too far off, but I hear you. I hear you. Okay, I think that might be all the starters, right? So honorable mentions. Let's go. Let's talk about Manuel Ugarte, man. Ugarte. If you watch the second goal again, you realize him. Kobe Mano wasn't around today, but like anytime we have substitutions come in, they're just so unreliable. All of them. Ugarte. Hold on. Dalo. I don't understand. It's like our manager cannot make substitutions because people blame him for the for a lot of it about his in-game management. And sure, today I didn't understand the wholesale change. If Maguire is injured, put Lenny Euro, call it a day for that moment, right? But he decided to go extra, and not just extra. He went extra with it. Read all about it. Ruben Amorim. He was like, nah, we're not gonna make one extra strap, we're gonna make an extra strap. And that particularly made us lose that connection and that like momentum that we had built. And it's easy to call this out in hindsight, but in my opinion, he should have managed the game better. I am a big supporter of Ruben Amorim. I want him to do well. I want him to learn from his job. And today, for me, in my opinion, I think, yeah, yeah. It was not the right in-game management, and that's why for me I'm gonna leave Dalo and in the F category, Ugarte in the F category because they failed. You failed to do the job. You're brought in to see the game out, and you are out here costing us. Garbage, says Wrap Up. Sell Ugarte in January, not Mano, says we deserve better. Okay. Um, Lenny Euro is the one that probably should be taken out of that. Um, I think because Lenny Euro, he wasn't horrible. He wasn't, you know, I'll leave him at a D just because the whole team did bad. Okay. Mason Mount, somebody who was also brought in early. I think he was part of the wholesale substitutions that happened around the 70th minute, right? It was Lenny Euro, Ugarte, and Mount. And Mason Mount was the least. Him and Ugarte, same WhatsApp group. Where did I put Ugarte? Boom. Talk talk under the F post, fam. I don't understand why these guys like you're supposed to help see the game through. We were 3-0 up versus was it Everton? And then our subs come and they bring the bozo. It's like when they're sitting down, either they're not warming up. Maybe that's what Ruben needs to do. They just need to just be warming up longer. Maybe that could just be a simple solution, and we're not having our eyes on the problem. That could be the main thing, actually, when you think about it. Everybody is just like cold, rusty. I want to know your opinion. I want to know your thought. And Ruben Amorim, I'm not even gonna move you out of the ungraded section, but because he did have a good lineup. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Some people were saying, why is Cisco not starting? We got the goal and we were in control of the game, and it looked like it was going to be a Ruben Amorim masterclass. And we were sitting on first gear, fam, until the 70th minute, 72nd minute. So it's somewhere around the D area for me. That's what she said. Wrap up says it's in the F area. That's what she also said. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm putting the link in the chat. I want to hear your thoughts. We have how many minutes left? 10 minutes. Okay. This is gonna be a lovely short review. I want to know your thoughts on these grades that I just put up right here. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Amarim is a see you next Tuesday. That is funny. That is funny. We deserve better. Yeah. So if you want to call in, this is the opportunity. It's okay if you don't want to call in either. Like we can just discuss what we're looking at in front of us. Men like young puppy in the building. Um, Big up, bro. Vegeta in the building. Yo, Vegeta,
Yeah, you can hear me.
and from the channel. Where you at? Pull up, bro.
Yo,
What up? What up? What up? All right, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with?
um, well, Patrick Dorgu shouldn't be in U. Is that unused?
Oh, yes, you're right. Petrodrome shouldn't be on you. You're right. I did. I
I'll give him like a D. It
okay.
wasn't an outstanding game personally.
Yeah, we got a lot of D's right here. Well, so in your opinion, would you say Casemiro was probably the best player again?
I wouldn't say best player, but he is up there. He would be up there
Because if
in
you
all
look at this
fairness.
rating, right, because the position between the letter grade also matters. Casemiro, Mbomo, Ahmad, they did all right. And I'm like,
Yeah, they definitely did. I didn't see Casemiro like over them three players, to be fair. I don't know who did that, if that was just you or what.
yeah, yeah,
I missed, I came in a little later. But
yeah.
personally, because he saved us the point, I think the lit will probably be a little bit more ahead
Okay.
than anybody else, really. Um I
Oh, okay.
I feel like Bruno might have to come up a little bit because of the assist, saving a point for us.
Ooh,
And remember what I said in the beginning when I said, why do we always go for the near post and not the back post? Because we usually score from the back post, and look what happens when we hit the back post one time in the game.
okay. Okay. All right. All right. One last player you want to comment on before I bring in somebody else? Because it's going to be a quick
Oh
one.
yeah, I know there's a quickie.
What
I mean,
about
nah,
what
I'm
about
pretty.
Cunha? What about Cunha?
I was looking at Cunha. Nah, he deserves to stay there. He had a bad game in fairness. Sasko should be on the same line as Cunha in my eyes.
Oh,
They didn't really they didn't show me nothing today.
so
Sasko looked kind of scarce in all fairness, and then
Cisco's
he goes off injured, leaving us with 10 man.
okay. Okay. All right.
But
I
yeah,
I've adjusted the grades as per you as per your perspective. You said Delict should be the one that's like above, a little bit above everybody. All right.
yeah.
All right.
Bama should have been too, but I allow somebody else. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Big up, young puppy. Yo, that interesting. I want to know what you think. Let me talk to my broski Eddie in the building. What up?
Yo,
What's
can
up?
you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Cool. Yeah,
What?
man. Nice to catch up with you again, bro. You work hard, man. You're doing work at work, man. I don't know how you're
Work
doing
at work, you know what I'm saying? But
it.
this is not work. You know what? I really enjoy it. But let's talk about this. Like we got like 2 minutes. So,
All right.
what do you think about the rating of one Sesco and the rating of Lamans? Like how do
I
you?
was just gonna ask you, what is the Le Mans one about? What's this failure of? I've been watching, but I missed that bit.
No, I just saw it as well. I'm looking at it. I'm like Lamans shouldn't be there. So I was
Yeah,
curious where you would put him after somebody
yeah. So,
did that.
I'm trying to think of if there's anything he could have been doing other than what he did do. I think it was average. I think it was like, yeah, I would say about C,
About
right?
because he did
Because
save us like those two, even though they
oh
kind of like
yeah,
straight at him, Mr. Kit Kat fingers would have let it in, you know.
yeah,
At least
yeah. But that's the thing. Where's the bar? Where's the standard? I'm gonna go by the standard of what a keeper should be. He did the saves he should have made, so it's a C. He didn't save the team. He didn't do anything wrong. So yeah, I think a C is good.
okay,
Um, I would say just quickly on Cunha.
yeah,
I don't know if you remember when I came in your Liverpool stream. That was it. I was
yeah,
saying he's the techiest guy in the team. Like
uh-huh.
I'm sure football purists can see that he is. But today, I don't think he should even get a D. I think he should be on F. Unfortunately, I love this player, but every time it seemed like he had like bricks for toes. Everything was bouncing off of his feet, man. I
You know
couldn't
what,
believe it.
Eddie Cunha? Sometimes for me, I think he dribbles too much. And for the team, like you're labeling him as a techie player, but for me, let me tell you, the type of football that I like is one touch, pass the ball, or if you take two touches, let the ball do the work, right? And Cunha wants to
Mm,
do the work with the ball, and for me, that kind of player can be good for the team, but like more times than not, you're relying on his emotional temperament and his form. If he's feeling good and doing and performing good, he will dribble everybody and score, or dribble everybody and provide an assist. But if he's not, he's going to
yeah.
spoil simple 1-2 moments that, like, you remember that
I,
combination between him and Bruno in the first half. There was a moment, there was like they almost did dribbled past three players just by 1-2 combination, and then Cunha
yeah,
takes
yeah.
the touches, and it's like, fam, you know?
I hear what you're saying. Just really quickly to counter that, right?
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying. Sometimes let the ball do the work, but
yeah,
sometimes, especially based on that first half as well, sometimes
yeah,
the ball it can't get the advantage that beating a player can do. When you're beating players, you're getting rid of them players. They're out. They can't recover,
okay.
and you're running with the ball. You're dribbling, and other players can get into space. Right?
I, I,
It's like throwing a cat amongst the pigeons, man. I love dribbling, but I agree. Cunha does it too much sometimes, but
yeah,
he has to be played in the right position. Amram does this weird thing where he's playing Cunha up front sometimes. Leave him as the 10 to stay deep and conduct the game like he did against Brighton. Conducted the game. Yeah,
yeah.
he will dribble too much sometimes, but he is when he's good at dribbling, he's good, right?
Okay, all right.
So yeah,
So
I'd say that.
last player, where would you put Amorim now in your grade?
That's good that you brought it up because I would say a main thing is that I think the players were all right and they looked like they were executing what Amarim wanted. Yeah,
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
a good first half, but you
yeah,
could see this Spurs team was bad
yeah,
before Odebear and Udogi came on. Right, they
yeah.
weren't doing anything, innit? They weren't doing anything. That means the team's there for the kill. So
Right.
for me, Man United just dropping back and trying to contain for the whole half. it made me think that Amram was trying to do what Ange did in the Europa final. But Man United are better than garbage that just sits back, right?
Yeah,
so for me, Amarim, yeah, he's getting a D, right? He's getting a D. Because
okay.
that team was there, man, to be taken 3-0. Did you hear the crowd sometimes just like, they were like in bewilderment. The Spurs fans were like, whoa, what's going on? Xavi Simons, no one's supporting him. Take that team out then, man.
All
I
right.
couldn't believe it.
Don't say less. Big up, Broski. Yeah, well, I hear him, but Amarim coached the first half. He coached for a win. The second half, his subs are the ones that were sabotaging the win. If you get what I'm saying. Okay. Oh my God, we can only take one more person. Let's see. Big up, wrap up. Let's see. What are you gonna say? I know you like to keep yours short.
There's got to be some reality checks here, so I've got to rearrange this here.
All right, let's rearrange. Let's go. All right, tell me.
Sorry, Delit got the goal, but he was not the best player today.
Who was?
The three best players today was Casemiro. So I'm gonna break it down. Casemiro, B+.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ahmad, B+ as well, actually.
B+.
Because he got the assist.
Okay.
He was good today. Sorry.
Okay.
And Lemens, he gets C+.
C+. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Then gets C because he got the goal, but he just did what he had to do.
Yeah.
And Bruno wasn't good today, but he scored, so he gets a C- or D even. Wasn't good.
Okay.
Wasn't good today.
C- though. That's harsh. Okay.
Yeah, he scored, but he disappeared.
Okay.
Shaw's steady. C. Dorgu, I'd say C- because he stopped the wingers from getting any change. When he came off, things started to happen for Tottenham. We're gonna break it all down.
Okay.
Because I don't know what's going on here. Sesko, sorry, F. I don't hate the brother.
Brother, Sesko, you got injured. Come on now.
No. I like Sesko F. You had a 1-on-1 and you bricked it. Mount put it on the plate for you. Don't care. I'm being fair. I don't even like Mount. Put Mount into the D category. I'm putting Sesko.
Nah.
No. This is real talk. I don't even like Mount. Mount done that reverse pass. I couldn't believe it. To Sesko, 1-on-1. Man hesitated. All he had to do is put the ball on his left foot and shoot. And then he gave Van de Ven all the chance, made him look like he's Superman. Nah. Sesko F, and then you got an injury for it. That's what you get for being a coward. Yeah, put him in F. Sesko needs to go in F.
All right. Let me put him in F. I don't agree with it, but like, okay. Those chances were like it's a half chance wrap up. That's
not a half chance. Bro. Mount put him through 1-on-1 on goal.
He was a little under pressure.
Van de Ven had to catch up. Don't know. We're not doing that. I don't even hate Sesko. Sesko's not a bad player, but man bottled it. I'm sorry. Okay. And then he got tackled and got injured. Yeah? Okay. Euro, yeah, fair. Cunha, fair. I put him there. Fernandez, yeah, D-, or yeah, but I'll say fair. Mene's up there. And the manager's rating is F to me. Coward.
Wrap up. Nah. You okay, doctor. You're gonna make me late. You and we deserve better. Shut up.
No. You can come back tomorrow. Take me off. We're gonna come back tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna cook you for not bringing me on.
No,
I'll be very quick because I know you need to go, right. I think they all deserve a D, except for Mbuma gets an A and Diallo gets a B. And our manager, I can't give him a high mark because we conceded 2 goals. You know, he made some good saves. He did his job as a goalkeeper, but I can't give him a high grade. But I just want to say this: Amrin needs to go to FA. That's not the Football Association. That's Families Anonymous.
He's back again with the conspiracy theories. Or the truth. But anyway, today, come on, guys, come on. Let's not say it's because like he was putting his cousin that we lost the game. Really? Is that the rhetoric that we're building now? Is that the narrative that we're going with? Nah. Anyway, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna do the good, bad, and ugly tomorrow. So yeah, we'll continue this conversation. We deserve better, doctor. Everybody that also commented on the show, shout out to you. Thank you for participating and for hitting the like button. Just like that. Yo, Ruben Amarim. I saw your comment, Vegeta, saying Ruben gets an A. Come on, man.
What the hell?
Oh, big to miniature. Football Power Hour.